Nothing holly and jolly about yesterday, Keith.
No. Pretty much bah humbug.
I mean, unless you ask Vrabel, he's like, it's a great learning opportunity for us. Which, I don't know.
You can learn in losses. Although he also had a good line earlier in the season where you can also learn in wins. That's even better.
Thank you. Yeah. And so it's just, what's Vrabel supposed to say there? Fair counterpoint. I already see the Twitch chat doing it. Like, Jones, what do you want him to say? And I think he's done a pretty good job of what he says to the guys in the locker room is what he says to the media, which is what he says to Greg, which is then what the players turn around and say all week after that. And I do think that's been, tight messaging from the Patriots all year long. And I do give him credit for that.
Yeah.
I just personally, after a loss like it, I don't want to hear about learning opportunities.
Yeah.
I don't.
No, I know.
I don't know what you can learn from yesterday. That second half was such a disaster. You couldn't get stops.
There's a lot to learn.
You couldn't do anything on offense outside of one broken play. And so, yeah, I don't think they needed any of that. I don't think they needed their comeuppance to learn. I didn't think.
No, but I feel like Mike Vrabel, at least to this point, has built up like enough trust and sort of goodwill where, like, all right, his approach has worked. You and I would have cut Pop Douglas after he didn't pick up the first down. We would have benched Ramondre Stevenson, like all these different things. And so he has gone about it in a certain way where most everything he's done has been the right answer, right? And so they've only lost 3 games all season. So as far as like how does he react and what is his messaging after a loss, it's only happened a few times. But he has had his team ready to play, it seems like every single week. And even if there was a little bit of a letdown, say, against Cincinnati, they still overcame that and won the game. This is a harder one to sort of slice up because you were ready. You were more than ready to start the game. You were awesome to start the game.
That first drive.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you were great.
That first drive was incredible.
Yeah.
But that was a holy crap. They came to play. The division is ours. Look out AFC. Look out NFL. That's what that drive was to start the game.
The second half took place, and there were like early signs of it. There was a little foreshadowing on that last drive that the Bills had, but then you let that whole lead slip away. And so, like, I'll give Vrabel the benefit of the doubt right now for how he wants to handle this and where this is going to go, just because he has sort of had the Midas touch so far.
It might work. Yeah. I don't know. That's a loser's attitude to come in and be like, well, that's a good learning opportunity. It's like, is it?
A week ago they were the champions, right? These like the champions mentality is this.
It's
like, all right.
So it's just I don't know. I guess aesthetically, I didn't really have a taste for that yesterday. But you're right. Vrabel probably deserves the benefit of the doubt with how he's handled the team. We were talking about this earlier. It's a spinoff from what Greg was talking about this morning. They were dabbling in the fool's gold comments from Cam Newton, which I think sidetracked them. But the genesis of that debate is, do you feel any differently about the Patriots yesterday? And so if I asked you, Keith, can the Patriots beat the Bills in a third game, in a rematch in the postseason? Can the Patriots beat the Bills in that scenario? You would say,
yes.
Me too.
Yes, they can.
I think they could win that game. I think they could.
Of course they can.
Do I feel worse about their chances after yesterday than I did going into the game?
Yes.
My answer would also be yes.
Because I've never understood it's really hard to beat a team 3 times. No, I don't subscribe to that. Had they beaten them yesterday, I would have felt great about beating them the 3rd time. Now it's a push, and it'd be great if they did play again. All right? Like a rubber match. Like, I'm all for that. But I don't know how you can watch the Bills score touchdowns on 5 consecutive drives in a game and then say, yeah, I feel the same. They didn't score 5 touchdowns in the first matchup against them, let alone 5 straight. So, yeah, I definitely feel a little bit differently. And you know what? If the Patriots are healthier in the 3rd potential game, then great. That'd give me even more reason to pick them. If they're not, all right, this was still only a 4-point game. So, like, these teams are pretty even. I mean, 7 total points has separated these two teams? Well, no, 1 total point, right? Because 4 up for the Bills, 3 up for the Pats. So really 1 point difference.
Yeah, right. You're down 1.
So they're super close, these two teams. So that's fine. So, but I would also say if you're on the other side, and if you're the Buffalo Bills, and you said, hey, if you had to play the Patriots a 3rd time, how do you feel? A lot better now than they would have, 6 quarters into the matchups against each other.
Ken sent these graphics from ESPN, or these numbers from ESPN.
All right.
The Pats, if they do win the AFC East,
they're winning the AFC East.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have to be a real bottom falling out situation for that not to happen.
They would have to lose 2 more games.
Yeah, well, here's the numbers.
Sorry.
The most likely playoff opponent for the Pats is the Bills at 24%.
Zoinks. I'd rather play somebody else. I think they can beat them. And
next most are Chargers 23%, Jags 17%, Texans 14%. I'd want the Chargers out of that group.
So I don't know why the numbers are the way that they are. So the Patriots are currently the 2 seed. We'll get into the Broncos and a massive win for them and everything else. But so they're currently the 2 seed. So they would open up against the 7 seed in the AFC. I feel like with 3 games to go, the Bills have 2 very winnable games, and I also like them against the Eagles. So if they win out or even drop 1, I feel like they're not going to be the 7 seed. Right, like the Pats have a better chance of being the 2 seed than really anything else. I think the Bills won't be the 7 seed, but continue.
So again, the Chargers are right behind them, then Jags and Texans. The Patriots actually have a 14% chance of traveling to the AFC North winner as the 5 seed.
Like if that's not happening,
okay, but that may not be the worst path if you want for the Patriots. You have to go on the road, but it's maybe Pittsburgh or Baltimore.
But the reason why that would be a bad path, it's not the opponent. You'd have a better chance of winning that first round game, but it would be what the hell happened to you? Why did you lose 3 out of 4 games?
And then
you're trending in the wrong direction.
Then the next week you're going to Denver.
Also that.
You'd be going to Denver on divisional
Unless there's an upset, right? So you might not be going to Denver because they reseed.
That's true. That's a good point.
So
if there's an upset behind you, they could reseed and it could work out.
I feel like if you're not the 2 seed, and let's say Houston is down there, like it's the 6 or the 7, then they win, then they might jump ahead of you. But either way.
Yeah. Well, let's looking at some of the playoff scenarios based on yesterday's result. Buffalo is able to return the favor after the Patriots beat them earlier this year in Buffalo. 35-31 was the result yesterday. Rough second half for the Patriots. We're talking about it here on a Patriots Monday on Jones and Keefe.